Hello. Welcome to the Goods. I know that you have been looking at us wearing our Fly Goods podcast gear and wondering where can we get those. Well, guess what? We have the answers for you. We have it here, Teespring. Go to Teespring and you will find all of this glorious merchandising, from t-shirts to mugs to, well, there's other toys, but we can't talk about that now. Go to Teespring, enjoy our memorabilia. And we're back! All Flash!
No substance. Man, I haven't said that in so long.
So today's top 5 is the top 5 courtroom dramas.
All right.
Now, She-Hulk Attorney at Law has come out,
Yes.
so you know what? It's time to honor those courtroom dramas, those really good movies that left us on the edge of our seat of what the verdict's going to be, which
And-
hardly any of them did, but it's okay!
And it didn't include CGI.
And they had better CGI than
They had better CGI. Or no CGI at all.
There's a lot of them, man. I didn't realize
That had
how many.
CGI?
No, there's a lot of courtroom films that I didn't know there were that many. I thought there'd be less than that.
So here's the thing. So there was a lot of movies that dealt with lawyers that kind of popped into a courtroom at one point in time in the movie, but I felt like the movie wasn't actually fully about the courtroom. So I tried to make. Let me look at my list again. I tried to make sure that my list consisted of movies that primarily took place in the courtroom.
Okay,
All right.
sounds good.
All right. One of them, you're gonna yell at me because you're like, that barely took place in the courtroom, but I tried. All right.
All right, Terrence, go first.
All right. So number
5.
I went with one of my lifelong favorite movies that I got the biggest kick out of, that I could probably still put on right now and still laugh, and still have the biggest crush on Marissa Tomei.
My cousin Vinny. The two
What'd you say? The two Utes. The two Utes.
what is a you?
What is a Ute? I love that movie so much. With Joe Pesci and Marissa Tomei and
Fred Gwynn.
There you go. And I was trying not to do that, and I'm still forgetting names. But anyway, there's a bunch of other people. Marissa Tomei was my focus of this whole movie. You know, like,
Hey, how about Daniel LaRusso, baby?
well, Macho was in this movie. That's right, he was in this movie. Look, I love this movie about a New York lawyer in a small town. Like there was a murder that happened, and he's trying to get him off. He ain't never won a case in his whole life.
His cousin, obviously his cousin.
So it was a great fun movie, and it's like, hey, this is basically She-Hulk. It was a legal procedural with comedy. It's Ally McBeal before Ally McBeal. It's like, no, it's a great movie. If you've never seen it, I mean, it's probably a little dated, but it's still a funny movie, especially if you like making fun of New Yorkers.
And with that too, that's Joe Pesci's first movie after Goodfellas.
Really?
Yeah, that was the very first movie that he did that I remember. That's his first movie.
I didn't even think about, like, for Goodfellas. For me, it feels like Goodfellas almost feel like, because you hear about Goodfellas so much and it's always available to watch. It always seemed like it's not as old as it is.
With 1990.
Yeah.
It was made in 1990. This one came out in 91. So what's funny is that he won the Best Supporting Actor for Goodfellas. Marissa won the Best Supporting Actress for My Cousin Vinny.
Oh, really? That's awesome. I'd be like, why don't I get supporting actor for that too?
Yeah. Instead of these two Utes.
Yeah, no, these two. Number 4. All right, so number 4. I can't believe I put this at number 4, but I did put it at number 4. What did I put at number 2? Oh, I know what I put at number 2. Number 4.
Hashtag preparation.
I'm gonna switch this now, because all right, number 4.
We're prepared.
Yeah, I know.
We're very prepared.
Yeah, I was making a list.
It's like us at the Comic-Con.
All right, number 4.
Number 4.
A Few Good Men.
A Few Good Men at 4.
Because of the less amount of time it actually took place in the courtroom. There was a lot of time that this thing was outside the courtroom.
The whole freaking third act was in the courtroom.
I mean, a lot of time that this was outside the courtroom. And I feel like I put A Few Good Men at the top of my list too many damn times, and I don't want to put it at number 1.
This is the Departed and Heat.
Exactly. It's like I didn't want to put it at number 1 or number 2 again, so I rearranged it. It's like, it is still a great movie, but the most memorable thing is the last bit of court scene in it. It was like, a lot of it is like, hey, let me talk to Tom Cruise talking to Demi Moore, and them talking to Kevin Bacon, and it's like, oh, we're going to the barracks, and we're going to talk to these people over here, we're going to go do this, and we're going to do some research, and I'm going to be in my office, and it's like, get to the goddamn courtroom already, give me my case. Okay. So it was a lot for me, for my standard for this, and it was like, it didn't primarily take place
You're wrong,
in it. All right. It's a great movie.
Number 3.
Philadelphia.
At 3.
Okay.
At 3.
All right. Not because it didn't take. I mean, there was some time. There were some things that went on.
That movie took a lot of time in the whole.
I'm saying not because of that.
Okay, why would you put it so low?
Because I had other movies.
All right, I cannot wait to hear what your other that you put ahead of this.
You're not gonna like the ones.
I'm pretty sure I'm not.
You're not gonna like the ones on top of it.
All right,
but it's a great film, and it's like it starred Tom Hanks and Denzel Washington. It's like this is
Tony Banderas. Antonio Banderas.
Oh yeah, he's in this too. So
no love for Antonio Banderas.
He's in this.
If it ain't Desperado, fuck.
I know, right? I tried to get people to watch Desperado the other day. They fell asleep on Desperado. I don't know.
It's fantastic. It's the best movie.
Exactly. But anyway, it's like with Tom Hanks trying to hide his sexuality and the fact that he got HIV and his job finds out and he gets let go for discrimination and the whole court battle that ensues with it. It was a great film.
It was like
movie. One of the best. I mean, I think the start of Tom Hanks' whole dramatic role.
You want me to say
the dramatic career? I want to say because this is like, where I can make money not doing comedy.
This is
I can just do dramas and you guys give me awards and money. And
yeah, because this is that. One, it was I would say that it was getting towards like where the peak of AIDS for one.
Yeah, it came on the perfect time.
Yeah, and then you have where you're the departure from your Money Pits and Bachelor Parties and all these other movies.
Please, Tom, go back to those movies.
Please go to Bachelor Party 2. That's what I want.
Who's back? What is it, like 70?
His kids.
Oh, he's throwing his son's bachelor. That's actually good.
That's right. All right.
Anyway, actually go see that.
But yeah, so that his first turn really. I mean, he did a. I don't know if you remember this one in that one cover where he's in like the uniform. It's like a freaking made to like direct to DVD. Like every time we say goodbye or some crap like that.
I never seen.
You remember that? No. You remember the cover box?
No, not at all.
Okay, but anyway, you get that and Bonfire of the Vanities, that kind of thing. Okay, so this is his real freaking first turn where he's really doing dramatic work, like good work, and bam, he gets an Oscar for it.
And it's number 3.
It's number 3. All right. Number 2.
This is where you guys start hating me, but I love this, and I can't remember the guy's name, and it's gonna suck. Why can't I remember his name?
Because I'm gonna remember this. You're gonna say that name.
It's The People versus Larry Flint.
Woody Harrelson. Thank you. How do you forget Woody Harrelson? That's freaking Billy Ho, man. You don't forget Billy Ho.
I don't know why I forgot it.
Black culture forever.
Under pressure, I forgot the names. Is this why we guys gotta write stuff down? Because under pressure, I won't forget. Exactly. Well, People versus Larry Flint. I love this movie. He did such an amazing job, and I've never met Larry Flint in my life. I've seen interviews with Larry Flint, and it was like, have you
read Penthouse?
I mean, but he ain't like prominently featured in Penthouse. It was like they ain't got like audio recordings, and you flip Larry, and it's like,
God bless Larry
Flint
and the Penthouse Forum. It was a 50 Shades of Grey.
This is Woody Harrelson in this movie. Penthouse Forum.
It was a 50 Shades of Grey before the 50 Shades of Grey. It's the Penthouse Forum.
So for you kids, back before the internet, we had to watch our porn in magazines.
Yes, because it was really scribbly, and unless you freaking got the little nozzle right, the little freaking toggle switch right, you weren't gonna be able to see it.
And this was everybody knows of Hugh Hefner. Not too many people know about Larry. I'm trying to just avoid it. Not too many people know about Larry Flint and the greatness that was Penthouse magazine. Woody Harrelson does that. It's like if you ever look up I think Larry Flint's still alive right now. I believe.
No, I think he passed. I don't know.
I think he might still be alive. Because my heart would have hurt. It was a loud noise and then a sudden silence. A thousand hard-ons just went soft.
A stillness. Not a stillness. Anyway, a stillness.
Back to Woody Harrelson. Woody Harrelson did a great job, and it's like
Edward Norton. Them.
Yes, exactly.
Courtney Love
as the strung-out girlfriend.
It's like, she really showed some range
for her. Oh my God. Jeez, man, I don't know how they casted her. Anyway, it's a great movie. Go ahead and watch it.
That's number 2.
That's number 2.
You have that over Philadelphia.
Yes.
That is insane.
So number 1.
Number 1.
I feel like you can guess.
Liar.
No.
Oh, okay, what?
Yes, they deserve to die. I hope they burn in hell. Time to kill. How are you not gonna put that at number 1? Look, one of the best lines Sam Jackson's ever given. And it's like
that did not say
exactly. And it's like he's not even the star of this movie. It's barely in it. Matthew McConaughey is the star of this movie.
And Bullock,
yes. Look, this is it's a great because it really pushes you to the like I would kill their ass too. Shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was like, so, I mean, it's a great movie. It's great performances all the way around. And it really, like I said, it puts you in a mode. It's like, man, forget all that happened.
How about McConaughey's delivery at the end where he's describing the actions against the little girl and then tells the jury
That
now
really breaks your heart to hear all the stuff that happened.
right, but when he tells her now imagine she's white.
Yeah.
Man, I was like,
Oh. See,
that's my dog.
see, they were gonna be like,
And they're like,
and then they're like, oh.
Damn, not guilty, shit. Good motherfucking choice, mother.
And that is my top 5.
All right. My top, that was a good top 5.
Thank you. Exactly. You criticized Philadelphia at 3.
It was a good top 5 as far as your selection, not in the
my
placements. Your placements were all off, but it's all right though.
Hey, look, the Good Men, number 5.
Because you're gonna give me equal shit. Number 5. It's Liar Liar.
Hey, look, you had to put in comedy. I had to put in My Cousin Vinny.
Jim Carrey's performance as Liar Liar is arguably his best performance.
And I forgot about it when we were writing the list. I was like, oh crap, Liar Liar.
I honestly believe comedically that's his most genius and best work.
Even though in the outtakes they even call him out for being an overactor.
Yes, that's what makes it so funny. That makes it so funny. But when he's all... Anyway,
I've had better.
Anyway, but when he's when you're looking at the early work, you know, you got all these goofy ass movies like Ace and Dumb and Dumber and all that. Obviously, you know, honoring Tex Avery and doing all that with The Mask. Okay, great. It's more of a cartoon than it is a movie.
Yeah.
But you look at this,
they probably really should have made that a cartoon.
Straight comedic, like just physical comedy, everything. It was freaking fantastic.
Yes.
And there's a lot of substance in there. The whole subplot, I guess, not subplot, but the whole plot with his son.
Yeah.
And how heartwarming it was at the end and all that. It was absolutely freaking great. And could you imagine not being able to tell a lie for a whole day?
What are you talking about, sir? I'm the most honest man that you know. And it's like, it's everything. I'm the purest, why would I ever lie?
God, you're so full of shit. Hey, number 4! Number 4 is 12 Angry Men. I took it to the old school.
I know. I watched 12 Angry Men for the first time, I probably want to say about 3 or 4 years ago. And
really?
Yeah.
You didn't see it in high school?
Like, I had...
They didn't make you see it in high school?
No, they did not. I mean, we were...
Frickin' Roosevelt. Trauma shit.
So it was one of those things where, like, I think I was watching AMC and it came on and I was like, I've never seen this movie. And I sit down and I'm like, it's a great movie.
It is a very good movie.
It's a really great movie. And it really shows you kind of like what it's like to be a juror and like how you could go from one thought and with a lot of like discussion and like pressure, you could change how you totally feel about something that you already made your mind up about.
And the thing is that when you, and what I liked about 12 Angry Men is obviously the performance was great. When you got Henry Fonda, Jack Lemmon, you got these really good freaking actors, right? But when you have that conflict between your personal convenience as opposed to...
You're ready to be done. I'm like, I'm going to go home.
As opposed to the truth.
Yeah.
Now that really is going to test you. Like, because, all right, I'm done, man. I want to go home. Fuck this. Guilty. Fuck them. I'm done. But the reality is there was truth that was not, you know, they were just overlooking. So that whole conflict and inner conflict on that was fantastic. I think all the actors were freaking great. And, the remake is, but
I've never seen a remake.
Yeah, but this one is just freaking top notch. So I had to give it some love. I mean, that's like one of the most old school freaking courtroom, right?
I mean, technically they weren't in the courtroom.
Yeah, that's right. They were in the back.
Just in the juror's room in the back.
They were in the back. That's right. All right, number 3! Number 3 is Runaway Jury. Have you ever seen this movie?
No, I don't know. Wait. I get crap for Philadelphia at number 3. You got Runaway Jury here at number 3.
Yeah, but you've never heard of it, so don't worry about it. All right. So this movie is, I mean, you have to watch it from beginning to end. It's John Cusack, Rachel Weisz, Gene Hackman, Dustin Hoffman. You have such a fantastic cast in this. And the build-up and until when you finally see the ending, it's like, wow. You just didn't see it coming, like the way everything uncovers and unfolds and everything.
Okay.
It is absolutely fantastic. If you have not seen that movie, me, Santiago out there, we're telling you need to watch this damn movie because it is freaking fantastic.
I probably won't see it.
You probably won't. Number 3, okay. Number 2! Number 2 is also Philadelphia.
Oh, that's why, because it was one step higher.
That's
right.
It was one step higher. That's right, bitch. Number 2, Philadelphia.
Tell us why I deserve to be one step higher, sir.
You know what? We had this in the Tom Hanks top 5, obviously.
Yes.
You know, it's going to be in there. But you know, let's talk about it. I think we even had it in Denzel's top 5.
I believe so. We did.
So yes, we did. And I mean, you just can't deny its greatness in the message behind the whole thing about AIDS. The message about discrimination and how people see it. The fact that you can honestly look at AIDS as being a handicap, you know, especially after all the lives it's taken. All of this stuff back in '93, and then you have these performances by Tom Hanks and freaking Denzel Washington.
Right. Hey, so don't look for me at names because I was going to forget.
You couple that with Jonathan Demme? I think Jonathan Demme was the one that directed this, and he's the one that directed The Silence of the Lambs. So you see a lot of similarities in the camera style because, you know, you have those parts where they're looking at the camera as if they're looking at, you know, just the way Clarice does, just the way Hannibal does. They're like right there, you know. So a lot of Demme style from
I
those.
never thought about that.
Yeah, you watch Philadelphia, and there's a lot. You can see Demme style on it that you've seen before in Silence of the Lambs. But it's really freaking good. Bruce Springsteen's freaking song brings you to damn tears.
Yeah. Oh.
Shit, every time I watch that damn freaking movie and I hear that song, I'm all crying at the end. Like, anyways. So yeah, Philadelphia number 2. Number 1 is, of course, it's gonna be A Few Good Men.
God,
What the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't want to do that.
Yeah, gotta freaking have A Few Good Men in there. Tom Cruise's preparation.
It's a little bit of Courtroom. It's a little bit of
It
Courtroom.
don't matter.
It's a little bit of Courtroom.
The third act is completely in the freaking courtroom.
All right, yes.
And you get to see all of the preparation that he does, Demi Moore does, Kevin Pollak does. You see all of that preparation, even though Kevin Pollak says he has
We gotta go talk to this guy. We gotta go talk to this guy. We gotta go talk to this guy. We gotta look this up. A little bit in the courtroom.
But but hey, a lot of
it's a great courtroom
Very
scene.
freaking fantastic.
Yes, it's a great courtroom
The
scene.
back and forth between Tom Cruise and Jack Nicholson is priceless.
Yes.
You can't handle the truth is one of the most iconic lines in the history of cinema. Fantastic movie.
I'm just saying, it's like you just shut up. It's like you just would walk.
Rob Reiner freaking, you know, directed this movie. It's based on a play. It had, you know, to be honest with you, when you're looking at the courtroom scene, there are a lot of elements of theater there because this is a play, right? And there's a lot of similarities there of how it would, you know, like you're watching a damn play. Like it's that good, you know, that those transitions between being a theater play and then being an actual motion picture. I mean, you just get a feel for it. There's an authenticity there when it comes to the courtroom.
I'll take your word on it because it didn't feel like a play. As I watch plays, it's like there's curtains. There's like there's people on the stage.
That's not what I mean. I'm talking about the authenticity of a play. Huh?
I don't know what plays you've been to.
I've been to some good plays.
Obviously, some really good ones that look like a movie. I ain't been in them.
Anyway,
let's see some Tyler Perry stuff. I just want to say Tyler Perry. He doesn't have that type of production value.
He does now.
He does now.
He didn't make
He makes movies now. Honorable mentions. So I put Larry because I forgot about it.
Yeah.
I put the Pelican Brief.
Oh, I didn't put that one. That's a good movie. Anyway,
The Lincoln Lawyer, even though the majority of the film was in his damn car.
Yeah, that's a courtroom. The car.
Erin Brockovich because it was a lot of her looking up stuff and then showing boobs. So I couldn't would have.
Gotta give it up for her.
I mean that's why I watched it, but but it wasn't in the courtroom enough.
Okay.
And The Firm.
That's a great fucking movie.
Yeah.
Anyway, then. All right. Honorable mentions for me is The Firm. Because I just thought of it when you said that. General's Daughter. We both talked about that.
We talked about General's Daughter. Oh my God, we talked about a bunch of them. I didn't even.
I Had Time to Kill. We talked about Rainmaker.
Devil's Advocate.
The Devil's Advocate.
Even though it's a little bit in the courtroom.
People vs. Larry Flint and Justice for All. Freaking Al Pacino.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Do you remember From the Hip? Do you remember that movie From the Hip? I freaking love that movie. This movie's fucking hilarious. It's with Judd Nelson. He plays a freaking lawyer, but he's a smart ass. It's really freaking funny. I thought it was great.
So From the Hip, and what was the other one that we were talking about earlier?
General's Daughter?
No. From earlier, where you was your number 3?
Runaway Jury.
Okay, cool. I'm not seeing this.
Okay. The Judge with Robert Downey Jr., Robert Duvall.
Oh yeah. What's the? Oh no, that was the Supreme Court thing. Oh wait. With Chadwick Boseman when he plays.
Thurgood Marshall.
Yeah, Thurgood Marshall.
Yeah, Marshall. All right. Anyway. Okay, I have my
the name was so simple.
Fracture with Anthony Hopkins, Ryan Gosling, good movie.
That I thought was frailty.
That you thought was frailty, yeah. You know, you were talking about People versus Larry Flint and Edward Norton's in there.
Yes.
Well, another one that Edward Norton was in was freaking Primal Fear. That movie was really freaking good. And if it wasn't for 12 Angry Men, I'd put Primal Fear in there.
Okay.
But I had to freaking give it up for Honda. So, Fonda, pendejo. Henry Fonda.
Henry Honda.
All right, The Verdict with freaking Paul Newman. I saw that movie back in '82, and like just to see him just get drunk, it was freaking hilarious and awesome. But anyway, no, it wasn't. It was really painful to watch. To be honest with you, The Accused that earned Jodie Foster her first Oscar. Yeah, she was.
When the honorable mentions take longer than the top 5.
And Time to Kill's my last. Take us home.
Like, you gonna honorable mention every damn Larry film?
All right, one more.
Now, guys, if you didn't want to put together what we put together on our top 5 list, man, it gave you about 30. You can definitely make a top 5.
I'm curious, like, how many of my honorable mentions are going to be in your freaking comments, Santiago? I'm pretty sure you're going to switch mine around and put some of my honorable mentions in your top 5, Santiago.
Sounds like he made a better list. That's what it sounds
Santi always makes a better list.
That's why he should be on the show one day.
He should be on the show, that bastard.
Hey, make sure you show up on the show.
That's right.
Make sure to subscribe as well as click the notification button so that way you're aware of all the other videos that we do on the channel. Also, go buy merch. This shirt's not on our merch channel or merch site for some reason. I don't know why, but I still wear it. Maybe one day if you go there and check, it'll be there, and you can have one of these shirts.
Me advertise it. Shirt
that I don't sell. It was for sale. It's just not for sale anymore. And go to our Patreon and give us some money.
All right, for Aspen and Art and Carla and Anthony over here sitting there doing nothing, I'm Manny.
I'm Terrence.
We'll see you next time.
Real quick, if you're still here, because we do these into the video little blooper things. If you're still here, look down. There's a link here for Patreon. If you guys like the show, please give us money. Give us money. We'll take a penny. We'll take a nickel. We'll take a dime. We'll take $1. We have some stuff on there that we're giving away on Patreon if you do contribute, because trust me, we need help. We need help. We want to buy new equipment, and we need an editor. Somebody who doesn't have to stay up in the middle of the night. Or they don't have to stay up in the middle, but I won't have to do it. So please, down patreon.com/thegoods. It's in the link. Please do it. We appreciate it.